Hey, good morning everyone. Frank Valkyria, welcome to the channel. Here we go again. Today we are doing another favorite, a new favorite on this channel. If you're new also and you happen to bump into Cheap Wolverine, I'm Frank Valkyria. I'm a singer and I'm an artist. We share nice stuff, commentary, and sharing all other kinds of things like music and blogs. Anyway, if you're curious, it's all there. If you're not, at least I have a cool shirt. I have inhabited this shirt already for a day and a half. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, let's go together to Noah. You wanted to see this? This is a more recent song. Well, it's actually almost a year old. Anyway, let's go Wanitaku. 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 Let's get some... Is this Japan? It looks like Japan to me.
Kau lakukan yang kau inginkan, kau tutup matamu dan kau berjalan. Ku terbangun dari lamunan dan ku tenggelam dalam mimpimu. Tak pernah habis dunia.
Hey, Noah, what's going on?
Ujung batasnya takkan berhenti.
Guys, I also want to ask you something. Do you like if I react also to Japanese band? Because I was thinking to do some Luna Sea reactions and also some other bands which I like from Japan. Let me know if you're interested in that, because yeah, I see a connection. By the way, so cool, these little Halley's and video. We get to the song in a moment. Change location, that's Paris. Yes, nice. We're going around here. That's pretty cool. The song itself has already a more popish vibe to it. There is elements of popish sounds, and the way the song gets structured reminds me a little bit also what band like Coldplay they're doing more or less nowadays. Of course, as you grow, especially in the nowadays market, you have to try to be a little bit left and right in order to appeal to a larger audience, of course. So in that way it seems they're taking a similar route. His voice always a little bit soft, like whispering. I like the falsetto that he was doing somewhere. So let's continue, let's enjoy Paris here. Let's see where we get the build up. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. Hey, what happened? Did you just leave like that? We didn't even get a slow motion leaving? That didn't look cool at all. Next time, when you leave, slow motion. That's the only way you can break up. If you break up, you gotta turn and you gotta walk slow motion. At least into your mind. Play that into your mind so you look at least 8% cooler. That didn't look cool. She's looking for your love. Alright, yes, like I said, very, very much Coldplay-ish. Also U2, late U2s from the 2010s on, so to speak. I mean, it's a very straightforward song. With all the elements of big sort of band hits, you find those elements in so many songs. So in that respect, there's nothing new. And also, if it looks predictable, I always say this. It's also because from every country, you know, the bigger bands, like obviously Noah, it's probably one of the biggest band in Indonesia, and probably also somewhere in the neighborhoods. I'm sure there's probably other countries there around there which they're more popular as well. So those guys are probably signed to the usual labels, to the same big labels, you know, that probably ends up under a branch of Sony or whatever, Universal Music in general. So then you realize that there are similar producers, and the format to create certain things, it's more or less always the same. They just apply the flair of the country they are from, of course, because that's what it connects with the audience, the first thing. But then the sound, you can recognize it because it's very much what you know that comes out from the UK or the US. And that doesn't mean it's bad, it's just the music business.
Tetaplah di sini bersamaku, tetaplah di sini.
Very well accomplished song. Actually, we see even the reappearance of some soloing, which usually solos they become more appearing more often nowadays. Again, there was a period from the early 90s to the 2000s where solos were just more like there was in bands there was always the breakdown with a little bit of soloing here and there, but because of the whole like 20 years before, from the 60s to the early 80s and glam rock period where people were indulging too much into solos, the responding wave from the 90s on, from late 80s 90s on, was of that to try to skip or reduce or find new ways of making solos that people had grown a little bit tired of. And now we see a sort of a little resurgence here and there, because that very same glam rock and rock, it's becoming again more popular after 35 years. Very well accomplished song. Like again, very straightforward, similar dynamics to a lot of hit songs, to most songs, you know, chorus versus solo, build up into the chorus again, fade out after the chorus. Maybe you repeat the chorus twice at the end. Lady, you both spent a lot of money on flying tickets, eh? Just agree to meet someplace for once, okay? Even though you just had a nice tour of Europe and Asia, that's pretty cool. Finally. Wow. He's not there. She's been looking for him all over, and finally she found him in a pole. Lady, all we have learned from this video is that you need glasses, okay? Because you cannot mistake a pole for the person that you loved. That's kind of weird. So from now on, please get a visit, get some glasses. So finally you find this guy. Let's help her find Noah somewhere. She went everywhere. She spent a fortune in airplane tickets to try to find him. Anyway, guys, kidding aside, very nice song. Again, straightforward. I can see why there are like almost 25 million views on this song. More commercial? Yes, because that's the nature of the music industry in terms of elements and other things, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. So if you're enjoying it, that's all good. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment if you want, and if you feel like also checking my own music, links are below. Also on the main channel here you find the last video, some mark of Tin Man and Sparrow. So it would be nice if you show some love there. And please also let me know if you want to see more Japanese band as well. I'm curious. We do a little bit of Luna Six, Japan, or Deer and Ray, whatever. Like all those bands which I also know very little apart from Lunacy. Apart from Lunacy, those I know very little. Anyway, see you later. Ciao.